Hey everyone, it's me, the Lucky Feet Reviewer, and here we are again with another Fate Extra Master discussion. This time, we got Gunta and Berserker, Arceid. So, yeah, remember how last discussion we talked about, there was not really much to talk about with Vlad, and a lot to talk about with, a lot of talk with Ronnie? Well, basically this is the reverse of it. There's a lot of talk about with not a lot of talk about with Gonta or Gonta or Monji. However you pronounce his freaking name. It's with Monji Gatuo. Again, I don't know. And then of course you have is he? They're both hard to pronounce names. Ugh. But yeah, there's not really a lot to talk about with Monji. I'm just gonna come back because that's easiest. Um, he's basically just a collection of religions. He's basically wanting to use the Grail. Again, I did a little research and found out what his wish for the Grail was. He was going to use the Grail to more or less make a single religion and then have his servant act as the god as a means to unify the planet. Which, alright, makes sense. Religion is a powerful thing, and of course, if you could have your servants act as that god, you would basically, well, again, it'd be hard, but again, it makes sense. On paper, it makes sense, or makes sort of sense. And of course, more or less, again, more or less, he more or less access to a round four opponent. You don't really know much about him, and he's really just nothing else to do other than other than that. Fate Extra CCC, he has much more prominent role. He's more or less just the joke guy, and he ultimately gives his life to save Jinko during what from being deleted. So he got his hero mode. He at least got a little bit more screen time in Fate Extra CCC, which is less than I can say about Ronnie since he got killed off screen before the game even started. So you know that's something that can be said. And now we move on to Arceid. She as she alongside Shiki are both fan service characters. They technically shouldn't be in the Moon Cell. More or less because Moon Cell really doesn't even exist within the Sukaheim I think it's Sukaheim. I think it's Sukaheim. Sukaheim game time the Sukaheim world. Which is all like it may exist in the Fate Extra world, but it doesn't exist in the Sukaheim world. So technically, she shouldn't be here. So she's purely fan service. And again, she's a berserker, so it's not really much to talk about. Luckily, at the end, she more or less goes back to her normal self, or how she is. But again, not a lot to talk about. But again, this is probably gonna be one of the shorter ones because there's just not a lot to talk about these two. Simply because it's week 4. It's the I'd say the last moment grouped the two passes that people that that they created as an option. Because again, I imagine that it was excuse me, excuse me, but yeah, I imagine that it was the original plan was Ronnie would be week 4 and then Ren would be week 6. But then at some point they decide, oh hey, maybe we can have this little feature that will allow us to choose one to say one of the two. And it had been okay, but now we need him. If we save Ronnie, then we need an opponent for week 4. Either one, we're going to need an opponent for week 4. And it's okay, well, let's just create 2 entirely new characters, and then they'll be the week 4. We'll have much establishment for them. But yeah, fun fact about Sukaheim. Anyone who's delved into a bit of Fate, if you know about Fate Prototype, that was originally what was supposed to be Fate series. It was supposed to be a lot like the Karakara no Kai or the Garden of Sinners novels. You know what changed it? Zukaheim. Zukaheim is the reason we got Fate Stay Night. So anyone who's a fan of Fate Prototype and is upset that the fact will likely never see its completion, you can thank Zukaheim for it. Zukaheim and the population of visual novels over light novels is the entire reason we got Fate Stay Night. So thanks to her, thanks to Arceus in her series, we got Shiro. And we got the greatest line of all. People die when they are killed. Like, I know you probably think I hate that line, but I love it. But it's also just like, I want to live in the world where Fate Prototype happened. I want to live in that world where that happened. I want to see what would happen if that was the case. If that was the one that came out. If we got Fate Prototype and not Fate Stay Night, I want to see what would happen. But we'll never see it until, well, I want to say never. Like, one day people are going to figure out how to jump timelines. We're gonna figure that out one day. I believe in humanity's insanity enough to believe someone's gonna figure it out. Someone's gonna crack the code. And it's like, I'm not gonna be around for it, but if this video still exists, someone needs to let me know. Let the people know what, like, if we ever find a way to jump timelines, and someone does, someone needs to let us know in this timeline what happened to the Fate series if Fate Prototype went through. Was it better? Was it worse? Did it kill the series? What happened? We need to know. Because, I mean, Fate Prototype looked cool and an interesting concept with the command seal sync, with the masters, whatever it's called, whatever they refer to, I can't remember. But we'll never just see it because it just, that was stuff that happened way back in the 90s, early 2000s, I think. And it's just like, we'll likely never see Fate Prototype complete. The best we got is the fragments of Silver Blue, but it's a prequel story, so it's cool. We got Arash and all these other characters, but I mean, come on, Fate Prototype, Fate Prototype, though, come on. But yeah, I want to end this off with adding a bit to my last video. I did a bit more research afterwards. After I did the Lil Ronnie video. And I actually found out that Vlad from Pakro is supposed to be more representative of a king, while it's like supposed to what again, it explains his noble look and stuff. And then of course you had Vlad from Fate Extra, who's more of a warrior. Again, that was a cool little bit I noticed. It's like, oh, that's cool. That actually makes sense. One acts like a nobleman, the other acts like a straight up warrior. Makes sense. But yeah. Hold on, I'm pulling it right now. Hold on, I'm pulling it up for the video. I'm pulling it up for the thing. Hold on, random stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, with all that said, it's time to do another one. So let's mark this off as done. And then we got, I made a list for this. I think I established this last time, but I made a list so I know I can keep it up. So yeah, here's all the numbers, and here we go. So 1 through 10. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm just gonna randomly click on it, and we're gonna see what happens. So here we go. 10! Okay, number 10 is... Actually, hold on. I just remember. I need to add 2 more. Okay, let's redo that. Just to get everyone a fair chance. 9. So next week we're talking about Leo. Oh, good, Leo. Someone that isn't, freaking a character that actually has depth. Something I can talk about. Nice. And I can also talk about Last Encore. Also nice. So yeah, we'll be doing next video is gonna be on Leo. Oh boy, I have some fun facts for you. That's for sure. I've actually done a bit of reading beforehand. I can say this: there's gonna be some fun facts that are brought up, and it's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.